Despite what you've heard, Batman isn't the world's greatest detective. This is Nerdist Now. Batman is many things: a Dark Knight, a caped Crusader in dire need of therapy, and a world-class detective, just not the world's greatest. Here's why. Since 1939, Batman has solved hundreds of seemingly impossible mysteries about everything from kidnapped sidekicks to time-traveling bullets. But some cases are just too tough for bats. Just ask Thomas Elliot, or Gilda Dent, or Judson Caspian, or you get the picture. Anyway, here's 3 DC Comics detectives that could easily give Batman a run for his money. The Flash. Before Barry Allen became the Scarlet Speedster, he worked as a forensic investigator, and while he's often portrayed as easygoing and bubbly, he's no slouch in the detective department. In fact, in The Flash number 64, Batman reveals that he's always wondered if the Flash is a better detective than he is. Now, this might just be a moment of mutual admiration, but it takes an awful lot to make Batman question himself. Tim Drake. That's right, the student may well have become the master. In the A Lonely Place of Dying arc, we learn Tim Drake deduced Batman and Robin's true identities at the tender age of 9 years old, because Tim saw Dick Grayson perform an acrobatic flying Grayson's move that he remembered from a childhood trip to Haley's Circus. Now, this gifted gumshoe also outmaneuvered Ra's al Ghul, prompting that immortal asshole to refer to Red Robin as Detective, a title only bestowed on one other person, Batman. But perhaps Bats put it best himself in Batman number 617 when he said, he wants to be the world's greatest detective, and from what I've seen so far, he will be someday. But of course, the real answer perhaps lies in the pages of Injustice Gods Among Us Year 3, number 1. When John Constantine asks Zatanna to teleport him to see the greatest detective in the world, she doesn't send him to the Batcave, but rather to see Detective Chimp. Now, for everyone out there saying, that's not canon, just look at Detective Comics number 845, where Batman consults with Detective Chimp on a private chat room just for detectives, and they're the only two that know that Riddler is one of the other members. Or maybe fix your looking balls on Batman Secret Files number 1, where Detective Chimp manages to track Batman down to a specific gargoyle in Gotham City, a place that has more gargoyles per capita than anywhere else in the world. Now, I know he seems like a bit of a joke, but Detective Chimp proves that being the world's greatest detective is absolutely monkey business. And with such damning evidence, maybe DC should actually stand for Detective Chimp instead. And if nothing else, what we have here is a classic case of game recognizing game. Now, that said, I didn't even touch on other candidates like Ralph Dibny or John Constantine or The Question 1 and 2, so tell me, what do you think? Who's the greatest detective in the DC universe? And didn't you mean to say Detective Chimp? Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and share this video with your friends, and until the next time that you're in dire need of a clue, remember to join us at Nerdist.com.